Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's October 8th and we're going to do a garden update. And it's looking pretty good. This is in the greenhouse. We're going to start out there, being that's where we're planting everything. You can see our little onions are doing good. We did give them a haircut. I say these Valdea onions are mighty sparse. That's not 500 in there, but our 1015 Ys are doing good. Then we've got our other transplants in the ground. We have a volunteer tomato. I'll see how long it can go. It's kind of late. If it gets cold, this greenhouse here is not heated, so it's not going to survive, but we're not going to worry about it. Now we ended up pulling up our last cabbages that were over here. We're fixing to redo this row like we've done this one and one on the far side. And we'll talk about that because we're doing our other garden beds kind of the same way. But we've got one filter kraut cabbage there, and then we've got some broccoli. Now our peppers are still doing good. We've got patch green chilies, some banana peppers, and some bell peppers down there on the end. We've got a few black magic kale in here. Got a few lettuces, and our cilantro, for some reason, this just don't look like it's going to take good, but what can I say? We've got some volunteer coming up over there, so, and we've got plenty that we've already put up to say. Our peppers, now we haven't even been picking any on these jalapenos. It's been mainly the end one. It's just so much bigger than the others. Now down here, we can see our watermelons are taking over, and I don't see much of a crop from it. There's a few that's trying to grow in here, but they're not doing too well. Our bell peppers, we've let them go too. These bell peppers out here, we do have. These are giant Ozarks, and those are the Emerald Giants, and they do better in the greenhouse, and it's because of the shade cloth. That's why I always say if you can put you in a little greenhouse where you can shade it, if you're down here in the south, it'll keep things going. Now our bell peppers are a little small, but we were letting them get way too many, and I started thinking, you can see they're still blooming up a storm, but I was thinking in the spring when they're big and large, there's not a whole lot on there. So what I've been doing is picking off some of the ones that look like they're going to be a problem, little misformed, stuff like that, and we're going to see how they do. But we've got our green beans. These are supposed to be Kentucky Wonder Bush, but you always get these flat beans mixed in with them that has the vines. So anyway, they're producing just a little. We just got enough for a little mess yesterday. This bed's already been done, same as that bed. So it's ready to be planted. We're going to put in a few turnip greens, a few mustard greens, and we'll see what else we got. We've got a lot of room. Like I say, our volunteer cilantro. Our beets are coming along. They're not forming beets, are not very big right now, but they're coming. Our carrots are doing good. Our radishes are a little bit too big. I've been picking some, the ones that are soft, like they're getting piffy inside. I just throw them out. We did harvest another squash off these squash plants, but I did take out one plant. It was getting eat up and looked like it was getting some powdery mildew, and I didn't want it to be affecting the other. But looked like the one right next to it's got a little bit, so I need to take and spray this. I'll probably fix up a baking soda mix or a milk mix and spray them. Should take care of it. The cucumbers, it's just starting to put one on, so we'll get a few off of that one. Bananas are doing good. I did notice this morning when I was watering, let's see if we can get a picture. The sun kind of messes me up, but I don't know if you could see right up there in the middle, right there, it's putting out its bloom. So this one's fixing to put a bunch of bananas on. And so I don't know if that one will make it. It's really late. These other ones, I can see them. I don't know how well they're going to fill out. They seem to be mighty slow growing, but that's the way it goes. I've got another variety coming in the mail today, and I'm going to put it in the other greenhouse with the other stuff. But anyway, that's how that's looking in here. I had pulled all these back. I think I mentioned that in the last deal. Don't have too many watermelons out here, but strangely enough, we'll go around here on the inside. A lot of times these late watermelons are really the sweetest when it starts cooling down, but they're still ripening up. But you can see right over there, we've got a couple of watermelons. There's another large one there. There's another large one by that door. So we've got a pretty good bit of late watermelons, and I guess they like being in the greenhouse. I don't know, because the other vines that's out there aren't putting on as well. Now this doesn't have shade claw on it. It is a little dirty on the top, and that might be why they like it. I don't know. It might be because they get sun earlier, but whatever reason, it's good to have them. Now our turmeric is doing good. Need to come over here and water it today, but we're cleaning up these beds, getting ready. As you can see, we're weeding down this one. We're just working across. We've already got these weeded, but you can see how many weeds are on that row. It's just terrible. Now, this row here, these ones, these were the ones that we had tarped with the black plastic. Been a few months, and we pull it back, and now you can actually see what kind of soil I have, if you want to call that soil. It's really a sugar sand. It might be a slight loam to it, but it's just really sandy. And what we're doing this year, the past couple years, we haven't done anything, just weeded and cleaned them up. But last year, we couldn't keep up with the weeds, like I say, due to the accident. So they just took over. And what we're doing this year, we're coming in, we're pulling the tops off these rows because it's getting a little bit of a dip in there, makes it hard to walk down. We're pulling the top into the middle of here, just shaving them down, and then we're going to take and till this all. Now I call it a no-till garden, but it's going to get tilled this year. It's getting kind of compacted for some reason. Might be calcium levels low and all this extra aluminum that's coming from the atmosphere. It causes the pH to rise, but it doesn't have the calcium it needs to keep the soil fluffy. So we're going to till it, fluff that up, because when your soil can't get air in it, that causes a lot of problems with taking up nutrients and stuff, because these microbes and roots, they need oxygen in the soil, and if they don't have it, they're not going to perform well. And I've noticed that it's kind of been a decrease. It doesn't matter what I do, and it's not holding moisture like it should. And that's another deal with if the calcium's not there and everything's not working right. But let's look at the rest of the garden. Our herbs are kind of getting out of control over here. I pulled some weeds down here. The sage is kind of dying back. The oregano's dying back. We normally come and we'll just trim this back to the walkway, and we'll give it a haircut and then get it ready for next year. The other herbs are doing okay over there. Now we do have some more watermelons here. They're putting on little watermelons, but unless there's one hiding in that grass, we don't see anything of size. It's just little ones, and normally it's a problem with them ripening up, but you can see occasional watermelon here and there. Some of these little ones, even though they're small, occasionally we'll get one that's good, but mostly not. Now this tomato plant, it's ready to come out. Once we get that done, we'll start working this way. My echinacea, now it's dying back, and this is about 3 years old. We're going to harvest the roots this year. The roots are medicinal, so we'll harvest them and process them up. These sweet potatoes over here are going crazy. Now, this variety is starting to get some rust, so it's going to start dying back. These purple ones, they're just growing like crazy. Now, I don't know how many sweet potatoes we'll get out of this, but we're just going to let them go till they start dying back, and we're going to harvest these up, and we're going to clean these rows the same way. These were really bad. It was almost where you stumble going down them. Now, I've been having to keep these watermelons out of the greenhouse. I keep throwing them out, and they keep wanting to go back in. There are a few watermelons in here. Not a whole lot, but there are some, so they're doing pretty good. We're still getting some Seminole squash down here. If you can see the red that's down there at the bottom, there's a jalapeno that was volunteer. We haven't even harvested any on it, but it's been producing like crazy. We got plenty of dehydrated, freeze-dried jalapenos. But anyway, everything's looking good. I think I'll finish up a greenhouse update, and we'll see what it's at in another video. But anyway, I want you to see things were looking mighty rough the last video. They're still looking like it's a lot, but we tackle it one section at a time. Don't get discouraged. Don't think it's going to stay out of hand. Just hit it a little lick and a little lick, and you can get it going. Now, we are a little bit warmer, but we're not going to be growing that much stuff this winter. We'll mostly put it in the greenhouse where we can protect it from the air. We will be doing onions and garlic pretty soon once we get this other area that we're working on right now finished up, and we'll get them in there. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Keep up that gardening. Give it a big thumbs up. Share this video. Enjoy that gardening experience.